Mr. President, I rise today in support of our colleague and my dear friend, United States Senator from the great state of Oklahoma, and President Donald J. Trump's nominee to be the next Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. Many in this chamber have had the opportunity to get to know Mark Wayne, and that is both a privilege and something that doesn't take long. Because with Mark Wayne, what you see is what you get. He is authentic in every interaction, and he has never met a stranger. Mark Wayne and I became not only fast friends as freshman members of the Senate, but importantly, we became real friends. Over the past few years, my husband Wesley and I have cherished getting to share memories and that same level of friendship with his wonderful wife and much better half, Christy, and their 6 children. Both personally and professionally, Mark Wayne Mullen is the real deal. He is a man of faith and deep conviction, a devoted husband and father, whether it is coaching his children at their wrestling matches, being home when his girls get picked up for their homecoming dance, making doctor's appointments across the country, or leaving our freshman dinners early enough to get home to do FaceTime devotions with his boys. Mark Wayne makes sure that his family always comes first. He is honest, loyal, selfless, and principled, all of the qualities of a true leader and public servant. But to really understand the kind of leader that Mark Wayne is, you need to start from his roots. Throughout his life, he and his beautiful family have poured so much of their time, energy, and efforts into serving their community, state, and our great nation. Oklahomans first sent Mark Wayne to serve in the U.S. House of Representatives in 2012, and nearly a decade after that sent him here to the United States Senate. His constituents recognized that he was uniquely positioned to represent them because his story is similar to theirs. He is a true son of Oklahoma. Growing up in Westville, he began his education on a wrestling scholarship to Missouri Valley. But when his father got sick, he left his scholarship immediately and went home to run his family business. He didn't hesitate. He knew it was the right thing to do. And he and Christy, who has been part of his success since day one, took a struggling business and turned it around over the next 20 years, making it the largest provider company in the region. They built that family business into an incredible success. His grit is absolutely unmatched, and he never backs down from a cause, a person, or a principle that he believes in. Mark Wayne is driven by purpose, and there is no challenge, no matter how great, that he's afraid of. Mark Wayne has already stepped up twice to serve the United States, both in Congress and here in the Senate, and now he has answered the call again by accepting the incredible responsibility of running the Department of Homeland Security as its secretary. As chair of the Senate DHS Appropriations Subcommittee, I can say from personal experience that navigating the Department of Homeland Security is no small task. It is one of the largest and most complex federal agencies in our government, and the responsibilities span from our border to interior enforcement, to disaster response, to counterterrorism, to cybersecurity, to the protection of our nation's leaders, and more. Leading this department at this point in our country's history will require a leader willing and able to solve the issues facing our nation. And that's why I'm here today, to tell you that Mark Wayne is not only qualified, but that I know without a shadow of a doubt that he's the right person at the right time to lead this department. It is worth noting that as I speak today, the Department of Homeland Security is shut down. Mark Wayne is no stranger to tackling challenges, and he's repeatedly demonstrated incredible skill in the way that he approaches them here in this chamber. Over the past several years here in the Senate, he hasn't just served his constituency back home, he's also served as a liaison between this body and the House and the White House, trying to figure out what was possible and find a pathway forward. His ability to build relationships on both sides of the aisle and having the tenacity to figure out what to do and how to do it is why Leader Thune tapped him to serve on his leadership team and why Whip Barrasso has him as a deputy whip. Mark Wayne doesn't just talk about problems or issues that we are facing, he puts in the work and the time to find real solutions. It's a rare breed in this town and something we undoubtedly need more of. With strong relationships on both sides of the aisle, he's willing to sit down with anyone, anywhere, and figure out a pathway forward. His strong character, love for our country, and determination is exactly what this nation deserves in our leaders. President Trump was elected to a second term with a clear mandate, and that was to secure our border and to protect us from threats here in our interior and abroad. I have absolute confidence in Mark Wayne's ability to carry out that mission at the Department of Homeland Security. He believes in our laws. He believes in enforcing them. He knows the way you do it matters, and Mark Wayne is committed to doing it the right way. From our ICE and CBP officers to our Coast Guard service members, to the men and women at FEMA, to our cybersecurity personnel at CISA, to our hardworking Secret Service agents, to our TSA officers, and so many more. Mark Wayne will never back down from supporting you, the men and women who serve this department, the men and women who stepped up to say, we want to be a part of the mission of securing our border and protecting our homeland. He will never back down from the responsibility of ensuring the safety and security of our American citizens. He will never back down from the mission of protecting our most valuable asset, our people. He's not going to back down from protecting his family, and I can promise you, he will not back down from protecting yours. I believe he is going to be the best and most consequential secretary the Department of Homeland Security has ever seen. I look forward to seeing his leadership and the success he's going to bring to our nation, and I look forward to supporting his nomination in the coming days here on this floor, and I urge my colleagues to do the same. I want to thank President Trump for nominating such a tremendous man and leader. And Mr. President, I look forward to brighter days ahead because of Mark Wayne's leadership. Thank you, and I yield the floor. Hey, Mr. President, one more thing.
Senator from Alabama.
I think that if we are going to go and sit here for how many days is it? I don't know, Senator from West Virginia, maybe what, 48 days, 30-something people without paychecks. I really think we should think long and hard about Senator Kennedy's bill. I fully support it. I hope that we can get every one of our colleagues down here to do the same, Mr. President, because what Senator Kennedy's bill says is that if there are people who have stepped up to serve our government in any capacity that are not getting a paycheck as a result of this body not doing its job, then we shouldn't get one either. I think that's pretty common sense. I can promise you that if the staff in this building, if the men and women in this building, if members of Congress, House or Senate weren't getting a paycheck right now, they'd be much more eager to come to the table and to have a conversation and to figure out a pathway forward. And I just think we should take a long and hard look at it. I fully support it. If there are men and women who have stepped up to serve, in this instance, the Department of Homeland Security, which, Mr. President, the very mission of that is to keep our homeland safe, to keep American citizens safe, many of them taking an oath to do just that, and they are not getting a paycheck. If they're not getting one, we shouldn't be either. Look, people are sick of different rules for different people. And I can think of no better example of that than this right here. So let's put Senator Kennedy's bill on the floor. Let's do it. And let's see where everybody falls on this. And I can guarantee you, if this body and that body don't get paychecks, they'll be much more eager to make sure that other people get theirs. So, Mr. President, I urge this body to take a look at Senator Kennedy's legislation. I fully support it and hope that we will vote on that in the days to come.
Amen.